Chapter 1. It was a stormy day in the small town of Adventure Bay. Ryder, Chase, Marshall, Sky, and Rubble were called to a mission. "Okay, Pups, let's do this," Ryder said. They drove across the bridge and into town because they were on their way to save some people who were trapped inside Katie's pet clinic. Some tree logs fell in front of the door, blocking the exit. They had to find a way to help them clear the logs. They arrived at the entrance of the clinic. They jumped out of their vehicles and walked over to the doors. There were multiple tree logs stacked on top of each other. The doors to the clinic were sliding doors, so they could still open, but no one could get out. "Is anyone hurt?" asked Marshall. "No, everyone is okay," Katie replied from inside. "How many people are in there with you?" asked Chase. "It's me, 2 other people, and a bunch of animals that sought shelter from the storm," Katie answered. "But 3 kittens, including Callie, got scared and ran off. 2 ran into the city and the other one and Callie ran into the woods." "Okay," Ryder decided. "Rubble, use your drill to drill into the logs and move these tree logs. Place them on the side of the building. Once he does so, Marshall, enter and give everyone a checkup." "Rubble on the double," Rubble exclaimed. "Ready for a rough rescue," Marshall called out. "Chase, go look for the missing kittens," Ryder said. "When he finds them, Sky is going to bring them back to the clinic for a checkup." "Chase is on the case," Chase said. "This pup is ready to fly," Sky said. Chase, Rubble, and Sky got into their vehicles and started the engine. Chase and Sky left the area. Rubble backed up to the tree logs and used his bulldozer's drill to grab the logs to move them. Once he moved them, Marshall entered the clinic and made sure that no one was injured or hurt. Luckily, no one was. "No one seems to be hurt," Marshall exclaimed. "Good job, Marshall," Ryder said. "Now we just need to wait for Chase to return with the kittens." Chase drove around the city looking for the lost kittens. He used his sense of smell to track them down. Since he was allergic to cat fur, he was sneezing quite a bit. "One cat went sneeze this way," he said as he turned left to a side road. As he turned, Sky, who was slightly behind, followed. "Are you sure you're up to this?" Ryder asked with concern through the screen in Chase's car monitor. "You seem to be sneezing quite a bit." "Yeah, I'll be sneeze fine, Ryder, sir," Chase replied. "Okay, Chase, I trust you, but be careful," Ryder said. "If it gets too bad, return to the lookout and I will have someone else take over for you." "No need for that, Ryder, sir," Chase said. "I found the first sneeze kitten." "Sky, do you see the kitten?" "Yes, I see it," Sky replied. "Come down and pick it up while I search for the next one," Chase ordered as he sped away in search of the next kitten. "I'm on it, Chase," Sky responded. She parked her helicopter near the kitten. The kitten jumped into the helicopter and Sky took it to the clinic. Chase drove down the road and smelled the next kitten. He drove up to an alley and found the kitten inside a cardboard box. The kitten was frightened. Thunder was heard nearby, scaring the kitten that much more. Chase walked up to the kitten slowly, trying not to scare it even more. "Here, little kitty," Chase called out in a soothing and calming voice. He resisted the urge to sneeze. "Let's go back to the clinic." The kitten, drawn by Chase's voice, walked up to him. Chase picked up the kitten and put on his back. He got back in his car and put the kitten on his side. Thunder hit again and the kitten hid under Chase's hat. Chase was surprised that it fit under his hat. He chuckled and started off to the clinic. He parked in front of the clinic. "Got another one," he said. "Where is it?" Katie asked. Chase looked up at his head. You can come out now, Chase told the kitten. The kitten popped its head out from under Chase's hat. Ah, that's so cute, Sky said. Yeah, he was pretty scared up the thunder, Chase said. He walked over slowly to Katie, who picked the kitten up and to it inside to be warmed up. Which way did the other two go? Chase asked. That way, Katie said, pointing to the woods. Chase walked in the direction Katie pointed in and suddenly stopped. What is wrong? Sky asked. Oh, nothing, replied Chase. I'm just looking for clues. He then spotted what he was looking for. A clue just like these paw prints. Are you sure it's of the kittens? Katie asked. Chase sniffed it and sneezed. Sneezes, yeah, it's them. I could tell. There are two pairs of tracks, one smaller than the other, so I'm certain it's them. His heat sensor goggles appeared in front of his eyes. He could see the paw prints more clearly now, but not by a whole bunch. I must hurry, Chase decided out loud. The rain is making the prints disappear. Katie frowned. Please find them, she said. She put her hands together as if begging. Chase smiled at Katie as he got back on his cruiser. Don't worry, Katie, he said with full devotion. These paws uphold the laws. He sped off in the way of the tracks. He drove for 5 minutes, the tracks split in half. The smaller tracks had kept going forward and the bigger tracks, most likely Callie's, went to his right. Chase had to choose which to get after first, and he didn't have much time to choose. Callie is older and stronger, he figured. She can hang on a bit longer than the younger kitten can. With that thought, he dropped a traffic cone on the ground and sped forward. He found the kitten still running a mile later. He was surprised that the kitten had run that long. He thought it would have gotten tired and stopped, but it kept on running. Suddenly, Chase realized why it had not stopped running. Chasing after the kitten was an eagle. The eagle swept down towards the kitten, but the kitten dodged it but tripped. Chase knew that the kitten couldn't run much more. The eagle came back in an attempt to grab the kitten. Chase honked his horn and turned on his lights brighter, scaring the eagle, and the eagle flew away. Chase walked up to the kitten. Hey, little kitten, Chase said in a soothing voice. Do you want to come with me? I will take you to a safe place. He heard the sound of a helicopter coming his way. Or rather, I will make sure you get to safety. The kitten decided to take Chase's word for it. It walked up next to Chase. Chase had to hold in a sneeze as he did not want to scare away the kitten. Sky landed the helicopter next to Chase. The kitten, scared of the sound, hid behind Chase's leg. Don't worry, she's a friend, Chase comforted the kitten. He looked up at Sky. Hey, Sky. Hey, Chase, Sky replied. She noticed the kitten peeking out from behind Chase's leg. Wow, Chase, you get along well with kittens. Yeah, Chase agreed, despite being slightly sneeze allergic to their fur. Want me to take this one while you look for Callie? That would be amazing. Make sure that this kitten gets treated. It tripped and injured its knee. Will do, Chase. Thanks, Sky. You're the best. This statement from Chase made Sky blush. Go on, Chase said. The kitten walked slowly to the helicopter. It looked back at Chase, who nodded and smiled with reassurance. The kitten turned back around and tried to jump into the helicopter, but didn't make it all the way. It was hanging from the side using 2 paws. Chase walked over and allowed the kitten to place its hind legs on his snout to make it easier for it to climb aboard. Once the kitten was in the helicopter and seated, Sky started the engine. The kitten was startled by the sound of the propellers. Chase noticed this, so he thought of something. Don't worry, Chase comforted the kitten. He took off his hat and placed it on the kitten's head. This hat will give you courage and strength. Sky smiled at Chase and sighed. I remember when you used that on me when you first joined the Paw Patrol, Chase finished her sentence. I will never forget that day. Me neither, Sky said. She didn't tell Chase that she still believed it. Whenever Chase lost his hat or had her bring it to him, she would put it on. Wearing it gave her a boost of confidence, as if Chase was by her side. She loved having Chase by her side. Anyways, I'm going to go look for Callie, Chase said. And I'll go take this one to Katie's clinic, Sky said. Sounds good, Chase said. He smiled, making Sky feel warm inside. I'll see you there in a minute. As Sky left, Chase got back in his cruiser and drove back. When he saw the traffic cone he placed down, he stopped. He parked his car, facing the street, and put the traffic cone back in his car. He knew that it was where he saw Callie's paw prints. His heat-sensing goggles had popped out of his helmet and covered his eyes. He found Callie's paw prints again, but they were beginning to fade. The rain was making them harder to see. Chase knew he had to hurry. He ran in the direction of the paw prints until he reached the bay. He thought Callie might have gone out to sea, but he noticed paw prints coming out of the water a few feet to his right, leading back to the city. He ran back to the cruiser and drove in the same direction as the paw prints. As he drove, he noticed that the paw prints led up a tree. Even from a distance, Chase could tell the issue. Callie was hanging onto a branch, trying not to fall. I'm coming, Callie, Chase called out. He sped up. Callie was now hanging by a paw. Chase went as fast as the terrain would let him. Callie lost her grip and started to fall. Fortunately, Chase was fast enough to catch her. As Chase drove under the branch, Callie landed right next to him. A wave of relief came over him. Got you, Chase said, laughing. Callie hugged her savior, causing him to sneeze. Come on, Chase said. Let's get you back to the clinic. Chase arrived at the clinic and noticed Sky's helicopter flying towards the lookout. He figured that, since it had stopped raining, everyone had returned to the lookout except for him. Well, except for Ryder. Ryder came out of the clinic with Katie. Callie, the young blonde. Callie jumped into her owner's arms. Thank you, Paw Patrol. Plus, whenever you're in trouble, just yelp for help, Ryder said. Let's go to the lookout. Before they could head back to the lookout, they heard an alarm go off. What was that? Chase asked. I'm not sure, Ryder said. His pup pad went off. Ryder here, he said when he answered the call. Ryder, Mayor Goodway said from the other side of the call. Someone just robbed the museum.